Genesis chapter 4. This chapter is the Cain and Abel chapter where Cain murders Abel, and he goes on and it talks about his bloodline. Cain brought an offering of the fruit of the ground to the Lord. Abel also brought of the firstborn of his flock and of their fat. And the Lord respected Abel in his offering, but he did not respect Cain in his offering. That was verses 3, 4, and 5. I think these verses are starting to talk about how Cain actually wasn't that great from the start. Abel is a shepherd. He keeps sheep. Every sheep is very important for a shepherd, but Abel is willing to give up the firstborn of his flock, which is a very nice offering. Cain, on the other hand, picks up fruit off of the ground and gives it to the Lord. So I think this verse signifies that the Lord is almighty. He's all the way up there, as high as you can go, and you're barely putting effort in. For an amazing God, you need to treat him like an amazing God. Verse 7. You do well, will you not be accepted? And if you do not do well, sin lies at the door, and its desires for you, but you should rule over it. The Lord is just telling Cain, you have to put effort in. Verse 8. Cain rose up against Abel, his brother, and killed him. Verse 9. Then the Lord said to Cain, where is Abel your brother? He said, I do not know. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, this your brother. You are your brother's keeper. Cain shows signs of jealousy, anger. Verse 11. So now you are cursed from the earth, which has opened its mouth to receive your brother's blood from your hand. Yeah, the Lord is not afraid to give punishments. I said that in chapter 3. He gives punishments in chapter 3. He gives punishments in chapter 4. Verse 15. And the Lord said to him, therefore, whoever kills Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. And the Lord set a mark on Cain, lest anyone finding him should kill him. This is the part where I'm kind of confused. I think that the reason Cain killed Abel was because of jealousy and vengeance. He was mad that Abel seemed to get more love from the Lord, which is just not true. But the Lord is trying to show that vengeance is not good to have at all. Even though Cain killed somebody and that was wrong, the person who kills Cain, if someone kills Cain, is going to get a punishment 7 times as bad, because you shouldn't strike vengeance on somebody. I don't know, I'm kind of confused on that. The next section is the family of Cain. It talks about all his descendants. Time is passing, and no one has killed Cain up to this point, which is good. He killed his brother. He's just living life like nothing happened. Now, verse 23 and 24. Then Lamech said to his wives, Adah and Zillah, hear my voice, wives of Lamech, listen to my speech. For I have killed a man for wounding me, even a young man for hurting me. If Cain shall be avenged sevenfold, then Lamech 77-fold. What is going on? He's talking about how he killed somebody, but I guess he's proud. He's like, yeah, he wants the smoke, basically. They know that his punishment was sevenfold, and he's proud that he killed somebody. He struck vengeance, and now his punishment is 77-fold. I don't know what's going on. Why are these people proud of killing people? The chapter kind of just ends after that. Talks about how Adam and Eve have a new son named Seth. And Seth had another son named Enosh. And the last verse says, then men began to call on the name of the Lord. So that's good. But I just think that the main message for chapter 4 is don't strike vengeance, because vengeance multiplies how bad something was. If something was bad in the first place, you striking vengeance makes it even worse. That's why I think the main message of chapter 4 is, even though it's a little confusing to me.